8-0. It's the mafia. This shit for all the gangsters, nigga. Real story. Jugging out the double doors, cuz in the 6'4". Choppers hitting switches on these niggas back in 94. Basketball practice, and after that I'm back to selling dope. When the cops hit the ab, I done made a rack off of my pager though. When the WAP hit my box, I'ma hit them back, I'm on the payphone. My shoebox getting full, I need to go buy me a safe for real. It's treacherous outside, not supposed to have it, but I paid for it. A brand new out the box, Thule on me while I'm trapping. And I hope I ain't gotta go use it, but I know how shit tend to happen. And plus it be like insurance with a nigga be out here trafficking. I'm talking about how the money gon' be good, but the niggas hating gon' be on bullshit. So it's Mando that I'm sliding with this full clip and I bust this bitch. Trust me if I tell you that I'm with this shit, I did this shit. Believe me when I tell you it's on the floor, I don't be capping, nigga. If I don't pick my phone up when you call, I might be trapping, nigga. On the first and the third, I need like 3 boxes of baggies, nigga. Trapping like my 9 to 5, and I lust for a life of crime. When it's popping outside, I'm out sliding with this brand new 9. And I'd rather do it dolly, cause I can shoot this bitch while I be driving and hold that bitch steady. I done let loose while big steady driving. First time in history addressed him and put on the street nigga. And he promoted it, so they had to give him a bag to not say no to that. And by promoting that, you got a whole bunch of niggas outside that's done.
Yo, what it do, y'all? It's time for that Culture for the Streets, nigga. Y'all know what the time it is, nigga. Me and the Mafia, we right back at y'all ass, nigga. Back with another live show, letting y'all know what the fuck going on in these streets, in the hip-hop world, you know what I mean? What's going on in the history. Happy 2022 to everybody. You know what I mean? Let's get to it.
Shout out to everybody that supported us in 2021, the downloads, the streams, the subscriptions, all of that shit, man. Keep them coming, and we appreciate y'all because this shit started off on an idea, so it ain't like we expected it to just do what it did. So salute to everybody that's been keeping up with the show. You feel me?
Show, man.
Where we at, my
nigga? Let's talk about the wrap up 2022 with the OG motherfucker Uncle Murda,
man. Uncle Murda give it to him every year. So everybody that's out there in the hip hop world doing fraud shit, suspect shit, corny nigga shit, fake shit, wanna be gangster shit. Uncle Murda gonna put you in that 100-bar rap, nigga.
Yes. And the crazy
put you in that rap.
He started it off getting that Lil Nas X. He said Lil Nas X was gonna catch the AIDS. He just hoped the LGBT community don't get him in trouble. It was like the first 2 bars. I knew right then he was gonna go crazy. You know what I mean? Then he gave it to Trick Daddy. You know what I mean? I forgot what exactly he had said. I guess it was a comment that Trick Daddy said or whatever, but he gave it to him, and then he gave it to Freddie Gibbs, saying like, I guess was bringing the shit up. Like, I don't know if somebody is the DA. Correct me if I'm wrong, cause somebody in the family is a DA, and somebody else is a lawyer or some shit. And you know, like you said, Murda he gonna hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Feel me? He ain't got no pick. He gave it to the versus battle with 3 6 and Bone. He said the only thing was good about the versus was the fight. So that's letting you know right then he wasn't feeling the music on no side.
But Uncle Murda also a real life East Coast nigga.
Right.
I can't really see Uncle Murda in his car listening to shit that ain't East Coast or got an East Coast nigga on it.
I agree.
East Coast bred, born niggas, that's what they
Right.
still on. They still on old generation New York. You can't expect them to want to go listen to a nigga from Oklahoma. They don't want to hear. They want to listen to a nigga out their city, even if he ain't from their borough. They want to, you know what I'm saying? That's New York. He a New York nigga.
Right.
How many songs we done seen with Uncle Murda with niggas that ain't from New York? Not
That
too
shit is
many.
unheard of.
Like he really New York with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He got no filter.
None.
But he brings something to the culture though. You feel me? Even though he only do something at one time at the end of the year, it's just the game need that.
Yeah, a lot of shit happens in a year.
Right.
And once it passes through media, it's really never talked about again. He just refreshing everybody's mind. Like, look, this shit happened this year. Like, and certain shit he say, like with the Lil Nas X shit. I mean, he could be accurate. He could possibly not be, because Lil Nas X is probably the most protected artist in the game. And what I mean by that is he got a community behind him that run the world. They don't run hip hop, nigga. They run the world. Nigga, when you come for them, they gonna cancel you so fucking heavy that it's hard to recoup. So Lil Nas so protected, he don't need no motherfucking security, because a motherfucker one time to run down on him. He don't need to worry about what you gonna say to him, because you got one time to say anything disrespectful to him, and that community gonna shut you the fuck down.
You said a mouthful, then I ain't
you know
even think of that shit.
Like, nigga can go call a nigga a bitch right now, and then the nigga out of reaction can call him a bitch back. Everybody gonna forget that he called that nigga a bitch first. They gonna be worried about this nigga responding with calling him a bitch, because he's so protected. They overlooking anything he could possibly be doing.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying? If you come out on stage and you try to put your dick in the bitch during the show, nigga, they stopping that.
True.
But he can come out, grab a man by the back of the head and shove his tongue down his fucking throat and grind him and everything, and they gonna make a whole building with straight people watch that. Like, that ain't offensive to them.
That is the most disrespectful shit I ever seen the industry shove in our face, dog.
That's why it's important for entrepreneurs and whatever you are, you an actor, you a rapper, you a model, you a whatever you are. These people run everything. So if you have to be powered by them, and that means you're gonna have to skate on thin ice. You're gonna have to watch what you say, you're gonna have to watch what you do, you're gonna have to watch how you carry your goddamn self. Because if
you gotta move correctly.
Yeah. So it's like, shit, when you power yourself, you can say what the fuck you want to say, because how they gonna cancel you when you your machine?
Right.
Motherfuckers getting canceled a lot of times because they got a machine behind them, and they got the switch to the machine. So when you offend the motherfuckers, they cutting the switch.
Yeah, they can stop streams and everything.
Look at Cat Williams. He got on this motherfucking DVD where he was talking about being at the Hollywood party and going past the room and seeing one of the celebrities fucking with a man. We ain't seen Cat Williams on TV since. He still sell out shows, but they ain't on TV telling us that, because they don't want you to know they want you to think he fell off. But his fan base so tough, he pulling up the shows still with Bugattis and shit. Cat Williams still getting M's, but they canceled him from TV for that shit. So you will never see Cat Williams on TV like the Cat Williams we used to see, because he fucked up when he went against them folks. And you start exposing what's going on in Hollywood. Like, he wasn't making a joke. It was a joke, but it was the truth, though. Like, nigga, these Hollywood motherfuckers having private parties, having sex with each other. And they forcing celebrities to do shit outside their means to excel. So when you see a motherfucker over here had 1 million in 2021, and nigga in the middle of 2022, you already worth 50 million, you done something, bro, to elevate to that. You see what I'm saying? Like, they the machine. Right. So if you like let's just come on, man. Like with the Young Thug shit, thuggish as he is, you don't think they gave Young Thug one of the biggest bags in the world to be able to put a dress on the street, nigga? This the first time in history a dress done been put on a street nigga. And he promoted it, so they had to give him a bag to not say no to that. And by promoting that, you got a whole bunch of niggas outside that's ducked off between the closet, just came home from jail, in jail with a punk, all this old punk shit.
Yeah,
They look at that like, oh, he holding it down for the street niggas. We can come out now.
He wore it twice, I think, on one of his album covers. He had on a blue one with the Raiden hat.
Yeah, that was on his album cover.
Yeah. So,
but they giving niggas bags to do that. That what he did wasn't no difference than them making Martin wear a dress and Big Mama, them making Eddie Murphy wear motherfucker.
Conway.
All of these niggas wear shit. They giving them bags they can't deny for it because they get it back in support from the community they from. You know what I'm saying? Because this rapper that wasn't being supported at first, motherfucker, people of that culture probably ain't pay Young Thug attention, but as soon as they seen him put that dress on, they probably said, damn, he for us too. And now he probably got the whole street culture, the whole pop culture, and that whole community. That whole community can keep him living for the rest of his life on his career.
Yeah, he good. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like they giving these people bags you can't deny, nigga. Okay, you got 10 million, but what if I give you 30, nigga? Put this skirt on for an hour. Some of these niggas gonna do that. It's niggas we know right now.
What's his name? Russell Westbrook.
It's niggas right now, we know that smoke blunts, kill niggas, shoot at people, nigga, for that type of bread. The bitch ass niggas gonna go outside and put that motherfucking rumper on, man.
Nigga, Conway said when I guess somebody, the fans was bashing him about that shit, he was like, niggas tripping because they seen me drip the skirt. He was like, nigga don't even know what type of bag I just got for doing that shit.
Exactly. So I'm saying, like, they
Alexander McQueen.
Listen, that community run fashion. Versace, all of that shit, them niggas is all of that. They all from that community.
Facts.
So you can get popular people from the hip hop culture, the ghetto and all of that shit. You start desensitizing us with that shit because nowadays, Black people follow celebrities and praise celebrities more than they do God, nigga.
Man.
A nigga can die right now, we're gonna see RIPs for the next week, but you don't even see everybody saying, God woke me up today. Thank God for the blessings. Niggas ain't, like, God is leaving the picture. The new God is the nigga on TV everybody watching.
True.
That's why they breaking them bags off like that. Nigga, this nigga go double platinum when he come out. Go ahead, get him that bag to throw that skirt on. Cause we finna get millions off this nigga. The skirt gonna sell, and we promoting this shit to a whole bunch of people. They making their way. Like, why you think most artists, singers, rappers, most of them motherfuckers got gay stylists?
I agree.
A gay stylist can't go pick your clothes out, bro. He about to come back with some shit he would rather see you in. You see what I'm saying?
Right. It ain't about your idea, what you got going on. They got the outfit ready.
You getting all these free clothes. Then niggas be like, why the nigga dressing weird like that? Nigga, he didn't go in the store and pick that shit out himself, bro. He got a stylist that's weird and went in there and picked that shit out like he was shopping for himself and brought that shit back like, nigga, I want to see what he gonna look like. That's really what that be. And then when you put it on, they get on the phone, yeah, he put it on. That just lets you know, like, shit, we finna get to him. We gonna break through. Nigga, if I can get you to put the skirt on, nigga, I might be able to get you to do some, you know what I'm saying, some fucked up shit now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I can break you
I probably could talk you into doing something strange.
Like, if I fucked up, but you don't want to go against them motherfuckers because you ain't.
No.
Not gonna win.
You don't. It's like, how can I say it? It's like when your mama used to tell you, mind your business. that's what it goes back to. Like if you make it that far in the industry and you start seeing shit, shut the fuck. You see it, you see shit, but you don't see shit. Leave them folks alone. Let them do what they do.
But how can you ignore some shit? Okay, let's just say we celebritized, or not even
Right.
celebritized yet, but we done made it up to the point where now we at a certain level. We at the awards all the time, BET Awards, VMA Awards, all the hip hop shit. Now we sitting at the awards and the motherfucker come out and do some fucked up shit. Got dudes all dressed all crazy, kissing each other, and we just happen to bring our motherfucking kids, cause you can bring your kids to that shit.
Right.
I'm offended now.
I mean,
they're supposed to be a war show. It wasn't supposed to be like offending my kids with sexuality. Like, come on, like.
I mean, it's like this, dog. If it ain't gonna be no underground shit, I'm already knowing to expect that. You feel me? Ain't no way around it because they run fashion. They run cosmetology. You see what I'm saying? So they got their hands in all of the avenues where they got to do with music.
They run everything. They run Hollywood, period. They run entertainment, period. They
run
movie stars.
So with that being said, you know what I mean? You know what's the saying? That shit like a job. You there to do your job and get the fuck up out of there because you already know shit crazy. You ain't gonna be able to fathom with that shit. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't like that. So, you know, the best thing is not that don't be going to the media trying to do rants like all the other niggas do.
That's what it is. But see, I can't really agree with that because now we losing our freedom to speak. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like if a nigga bump you, don't say nothing. Just let him bump you. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck that. Yeah. If I'm offended, I'm offended. That ain't saying I'm aggressively saying if I see you, I'm gonna do this. I'm just saying I didn't like that. So you gonna punish me because I said I didn't like that? You can't.
I mean, if you working for them folks, you best believe that shit gonna go like that. But if you
it's gonna go like that. If you gotta work for them, but that ain't our situation. So, and my mentality ain't built like that. So,
right.
People that's willing to go for shit like that to make it further because the people are there around, that's cool. But me, just like I ain't gonna take no shorts from my company, I ain't gonna take no shorts in the streets, I ain't gonna take no shorts no types of way. I'm gonna take that 100% all the way around. I'm discussing business with a motherfucker. I'm not gonna just let them dictate what they think I'm worth when I know what I'm really worth. When I know what my system worth, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Some people will cave in because the money at the time is good. But fuck that. Don't sell yo. That's why everybody always be like, niggas sold they sold, because a lot of these niggas will. Okay, nigga, we'll give you 10 million on this record deal. You ain't even never went platinum before. But we're gonna give you 10 million. That's why all the rappers like, shit, I ain't got a check since I signed. Nigga, you haven't made 10 million back yet. You're not gonna get no money from a label once you get that bonus until they get the money that you got fronted up front, that bonus money that you thought they just was handing you, know what I'm saying? And you stay in debt if you don't use that money to pay for your career and you let them be the machine and pay for the videos, the flying, the this and the that. That's adding to what you already owe. So you will never catch back up if you get 10 million from a label and then you owe them 20 in the long run. But you ain't keeping up with the numbers, so you think you supposed to be getting a check when, nigga, you only made 2 million back out of 20 million. Nigga, they still need 18 million. Now you doing albums till you clear 20 million, and if you keep repeating the process the stupid way, not using your money to dictate how your career land, now you hundreds of more thousands in debt every time you drop a project. So it's like,
now you
gotta do that shit.
And then next thing you know, they pushing up on you on some crazy shit now.
Cause they got you.
Right.
You need some more money. You owe them money. So listen, we're gonna give you 2-3 more million. We're gonna take off 4 million off of what you owe us if you put this shit on. They gonna get to thinking about it then. They gonna talk shit about me, but that's only gonna be temporary. They gonna get on something. They put that bitch on. and have a purse on and everything, like, which is cool because I don't have nothing against gay people. So let's get this shit out of there. This episode is not about us bashing people from that community and stuff. I got family members. We got
nothing against them people.
I got kids that's gay, all kind of stuff. So it's not none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a homophobe, none of that shit. I got first cousins that I see all the time. All of that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even that.
It's good. It's good. It's solid people over there. Oh,
it's just about how they pressuring the public. Like, the public don't not accept people that choose that, but the way they push it out there, they make it seem like it's like almost being forced on the public. Right. When really this shit been around since the beginning of the time for real. They might have just called the shit something else.
Man, let's talk about this straight drop shit, man.
You know, I got hip to straight drop like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
To the point where I was listening to his music. The whole time I listened to his music, I didn't know he fucked with Dolph or none of that shit. I just knew like this young nigga, he low key lit. Cause my little cousin used to stay in Memphis and he hip to straight drop. You know, they all around that same age and shit. And he don't want to hit me to him. You know what I'm saying? So to see all of this shit is fucked up because I've been a Dolph fan, nigga. I fuck with Dolph. I got all his music, all of that shit. Then to see pictures surface of this nigga in the back with him, but we didn't also see pictures where we would see Gotti shining and Dolph in the back of him. So that don't always mean a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get money together. Right. Like, okay, if he stand in the back with a mean one, that don't mean he mad because Gotti on stage, nigga, he making sure he check for the ops, nigga, where the ops.
You gotta think about it. You know, this nigga drink lean and he smoking weed, so that shit gonna make you frown. Yeah. You in a hot ass club.
So I can't even say at the time.
Nah, I can't say that either.
At the time, whatever the straight draw was going through when he used to.
But I'm gonna say this. After the situation happened, it's crazy how he did a video with G homie, big homie G from Bread Game called Stepped On 5 days after that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like, damn. That shit look crazy as hell. Right after this shit happened, y'all do a video literally in the same yard where the car was where they found it. See what I'm saying?
Where they found the car at?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was dumb.
Yeah. He definitely was dumb.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that was so crazy, man. It didn't make sense at all.
Then you making stats about fuck the ops, 100K and all blues. Like you making it seem like cause of the shit, you got a bag. Cause this shit ain't what a lot of people think it is. This ain't just a rapper being.
No, like they didn't free pick. They didn't free pick that, man. Like you said, a bag was dropped.
Yeah, and the whole thing about it is who dropped it. So you know the feds and shit, this shit high profile because they want to know about that.
Yeah.
Because when you kill somebody of that status and it ain't no just random shit, motherfucker want to know what the reason was. And who
for it to happen like that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of shit happened behind this shit. So it's like, and then, okay, the Stepped On video. That nigga is in a camp that's plugged to the ops. That's automatically suspect.
Facts.
So fuck what you showing the police, nigga. What you showing the streets. Like, let's just say the police didn't come. Nigga, his circle looking at that like, we finna clip him.
Most definitely.
We finna clip, like, cause what is you doing? Niggas is crazy, man. Hip hop crazy, man.
Yeah, it is. Because if I know,
and you see this nigga motherfucking Instagram that went viral since his name came out being the killer from Young Dolph, cuz.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This nigga didn't monetize this YouTube off murder, man. It's not his YouTube, but monetized his Instagram off murder.
But the thing is, the nigga Big Homie G, he made a dumb move, because if you are part of $1 million franchise and you know this nigga just did some hot ass shit, why would you want to do a video with them when that shit could be a domino effect when these folks already know what's going on?
You know why? Because nowadays, the times we live in, niggas be like, I'm cool. Especially if I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill a nigga, so why I gotta get, that's how niggas look at shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, the same reason why a nigga jump in the car with a nigga that's on the run for multiple bodies. Nigga be like, shit, they looking for him, they ain't looking for me. When they catch, if they get pull us over, he going to jail, not me. So a motherfucker still gonna get in the car.
Now, I mean, you know, you get charges like housing a fugitive type shit and shit like that. Now, you don't just go
Yeah, you get harboring, but that's minor shit though.
Yeah, true, but at the same time, I'm just looking at it.
I know that they've been in jail for shit like that. I know people that did drop something and then, you know, do how they was moving afterwards, got a lot of people involved in their case and shit like that. And
I mean, if it was me, I would have told him, like, listen, bro, we gonna get back to that right now, because shit hot as a stove right now. Nigga, you done literally, nigga, we right in front of the house where you had the fucking car head in the back. We ain't got no business shooting no video right here.
not even that, didn't they kill somebody when they got over there with the car and left?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
The motherfucker whose house it was got knocked out. I mean, knocked down.
Yeah, motherfuckers doing too much stupid shit, man.
Yeah. The person who lived, the person who stayed there got stepped on.
And I just want to make this point too, because this is what people got to understand in rap. See, in the 90s, all you had to worry about was the fake relationships in rap. I do the song, send the beat. And a nigga never get back. That was like the worst thing you really had to deal with in rap, was the fake shit. Today, it's a little different. Yeah. Niggas dying and going to the feds off of this shit. So this shit that turned into the street. So if you don't move accordingly, either you gonna die or you gonna go to the feds. And this shit pertains to everybody, because if you a rapper, you a motherfucking target.
You the biggest target.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? At some point, man, niggas gotta die. Man, I don't know. It, like, yo, you gotta get y'all circles gotta be right. And then money make people change. If you the famous one and we got 20 niggas around us and we feeding everybody, it's always going to be one other nigga out of that squad that's not content with how they eating right now. So they looking at you like it's your fault. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that make it easier for a nigga that got some money over there or over there to send a kite to you and persuade you to do some shit for some money that you ain't touched being over here. And that's how you got all this backdoor shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like when you get some money, you almost have to do shit out your means just to keep a motherfucker loyalty, because motherfuckers will get snakish when they feel like as you leveling up, they ain't leveling up. When nigga, if I'm the rapper and I'm going to get 100,000 every show, and then when I get my front end, when the 50,000 come in deposit, I bust that down between the team, the whole front end. I keep the back end. Boom. I take you niggas on 20 shows with me and do that for 20 shows. And then after the show's over with, I'm giving y'all niggas $5,000 plus. Most of the time, y'all ain't got to pay for nothing, the flights and nothing, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And 6 months from now, y'all niggas can't count me over 50,000. It's not my fault. It's yours. Cause I'm putting the money in your hand. You ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing to elevate with it. So you can level up as I am too. And that's where that jealousy come in, and niggas feel like they should have your spot, or you ain't give them an opportunity to shine like you. And niggas backdoor behind that shit. You know how I go even in the street. We could start off, both of us could start off with 4 ounces. Everybody can think that we all got 4 ounces. You blow with your shit, that 4 turned into 36, my 4 turned into 36, nigga. Everybody 4 turned into 36 except 2, 3 niggas. Now they looking at everybody else because they on 36 and they still stuck on this 4. They got an attitude with you that you don't even know about because you did right and they didn't. How long that's gonna go on before one of these niggas kick your door in when they don't know you home and try to take everything they know you got? You know what I'm saying? It's like the game is fucked up, man. Shit fucked up.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous as hell.
It's dangerous.
Niggas playing with this money just like they'd go buy a chain or a new mansion or a new Lambo truck. They'll drop that money on a nigga getting whacked. They done brought that shit to hip hop, nigga. They done brought putting hits on niggas in the hip hop. And niggas think the feds ain't gonna listen to every CD come out now. Nigga, they solving murders off tapes and shit.
Started off 2022, K-Flop.
And the minute you start all the gang shit with the 50 niggas behind you throwing up gang signs and the rags, and then y'all doing shit where y'all committing crimes, that's automatically them automatically building the case on you.
That's Rico off top.
See what I'm saying? So at some point, niggas got to tone it down. You know what I'm saying? When you start getting money like that, there's certain things you're gonna have to let go. I ain't saying stop being a member. I ain't saying stop repping your turf. I ain't saying none of that. But you can't be outside no more with the flag dangling, always interacting with the police because you in fucked up situations. And you can't be always around niggas busted, stupid. You can't do that. You can't even take them niggas with you because if they ain't gonna move accordingly, knowing that they can't have you in no fucked up shit when you around them, the niggas you gotta keep away from you. But niggas want to bring everybody with you because when you get the bag to keep everybody happy, you're trying to appease everybody, and you really can't though.
Well, you like Kevin Gates say, I ain't finna be paying all y'all niggas, buying y'all niggas shoes and clothes everywhere I go, nigga. I got kids and bills.
I'm saying when I first get a bag, to bust that bag open with your people.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bless you. I'm gonna bless you.
And
I'm gonna bless you
taking these
when
niggas on the road and just saying, take these couple bags. Nigga, if I take you somewhere and we do 20 shows and I give you $5,000 every stop, boom, 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 we done did 20 of them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got some bread. And you keep doing it because if I see you managing your shit right, I'm gonna keep you around. Niggas, a lot of niggas do that for their niggas in the game, but a lot of niggas don't take, they just like, shit, this my nigga, he gonna keep doing this. So nigga, just as quick as a nigga give you the money, you go over here and play baller, waste all the money, and then at the end of 10 shows, you probably got $3,000 when you should have well over that. But you've been blowing your money for no reason. When we go in the club, he the breadwinner, he gonna get all the bottles. We go shopping, the breadwinner go most likely, nigga, get the whole team dripped up because, nigga, this is a write-off for the business anyway. So what is you in here trying to, like, it's weird.
The thing is, if you get in a position like that and you got a partner that's strong, nigga, you supposed to be learning the business from the sideline. So when you do get the bread, you already know how to capitalize with the bread. Fuck the drip. You see the $1 million goddamn vision.
But you know how hard it is to tell a nigga that ain't never got to do certain things or never got to have certain things. Don't worry about that shit. They hanging with a star, a nigga that they knew already been. But now this nigga's famous. All the bitches always on him when he goes somewhere, whether he even pay attention to that or not. Yo, niggas always gonna pay attention to it because they not famous. So they like, shit, you don't want to talk to that bitch? They gonna go over there and nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, So you responsible for your team even when you ain't around them motherfuckers, because they party you. So they go off and kill a nigga. They ain't gonna just say he killed the nigga. They gonna say such and such from such and such killed the nigga. So it's like everything you do is attached to the person you around. So you gotta keep yourself right. And that's why a lot of niggas going down, because they got niggas attached to them that'll go back home, shoot at a nigga, kill a nigga, sell some work, and talk about it on the phone, talk about how they just was with cuz, and now he linked to it because you just said on the phone that he was, yeah, this federal shit, nigga, now he attached to it because you said 3 things that had his name in it. Now they like, well, shit, maybe he the ringleader. Now everybody about to go to jail, nigga, 90 days from now.
Real talk. Domino effect.
Yeah, motherfuckers don't know how to shut the fuck up. Nigga, you could be the bloodiest bloods you want to be, the cripplest crip you want to be, whatever you want to be. But cuz in this entertainment world, you gotta dumb that shit down. So if you want to put the police come and get you, nigga.
You gotta move correct. Period. They already don't want to see you with millions. The fuck?
Yeah. Nigga.
You think that shit gonna change because you done made millions? Hell no, it get worse. They still throw down on your ass. Still pull you over, beat your motherfucking ass.
This is where I feel like the CEOs ain't being smart neither. Because, okay, you sign street niggas, they move a certain way when you sign them. They still moving like that after you sign them. But at some point, nigga, this is your investment too, because you get checks off this nigga. So you got to be the nigga like Coach Carter and this nigga ear, like, nigga, you can't go out there and just be crashing and shit because you fucking up church's money. You see what I'm saying? And I don't feel like they really doing that. That's why you see a lot of artists crashing, and the CEO, yeah, he's still gonna get some money because the clout that the artists get from the negative shit that happened. Okay, he shot somebody, went to jail. Okay, he in a RICO case. Okay, he murdered Char, whatever. It still builds the artists up in that following year because he being talked about the whole time and going to court. So his music getting streamed out the gym. So the label gonna reciprocate that. Where the artists don't reciprocate fully because ain't no shows right now, ain't no appearances right now. So that's a whole bunch of bread that you getting when you doing 5-6 shows out of 7 days. You feel what I'm saying? And you probably get 50 to 100 a show.
Yeah.
You ain't doing no shows. You ain't doing no walkthroughs. You ain't doing none of that. So that's a whole nother bag. The fashion people can't send you no free Amiri and a little bag to wear this shit on your Instagram because you locked up. So you missing a whole nother bag. The bags you ain't got to split with the labels. Your streaming bag getting split with the label. Then the other shit probably going towards your lawyer. So you come home and you got to go hard because you really broke for it.
Did you hear the rumor about WAC 100 supposed to be signed in Memo 600?
Yeah, I seen that. But I ain't seen Memo really say nothing about signing with them yet.
I heard him say it on Clubhouse.
Yeah, see,
but he said he told him the only thing is don't have Takashi around. But nigga, how the fuck you gonna say that? You ain't gonna tell WAC not to have him around nothing. Like, come on now. Make it make sense.
WAC gonna have to protect Memo though. Because, okay, you bringing a nigga from the Midwest, he involved in a whole different type of politics, but he also a troll. You know what I'm saying? And now he part of you after you done built all these bonds and broke them, and now they done turned into beeps. He part of you now. Nigga, he ain't attached to no California gang for no gang to be jumping out the window for him like a Blueface and all of them is. You see what I'm saying? Like the game in them is. So niggas will try to target him to get at WAC. We fuck with the artist, nigga. We fuck with your money.
Yeah.
Period.
And then the crazy thing about it, he been trending topic so much because when you see how his big homie checked him on Clubhouse, oh my God.
You see the second one though? The second one, it was kind of like they were saying, it was like, man, it just seemed like you just want something to say, like cloud chasing, because they was like, Cause Wack was like, he was calling Wack like a snitch or something. Wack had put the paperwork up there. He was like, you see that right there, nigga? And then everybody was like, yeah, I see that shit, nigga. Don't say nothing about ooh and all this other shit. It was just like he made the first conversation he made Wack look crazy. But the second episode, they went into it and got into it. It was like different. It was different. It was like Wack was catching him saying certain shit and then be like, well, why you ain't, when this, like, it wasn't like he was curving the conversation, but it was like when he would answer back to cuz he couldn't really reply with something. Then everybody would be like, well, why you going the other way with it? Because he asked you a question and shit. And now you like, it was like he was catching dude up. So it was almost like, and then it got to the point where dude was like, flat out, fuck it. I ain't, nigga, only reason I want to fight the nigga, whatever, because the nigga said something about my dad.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Like it came down to some shit like that. Like that's how I was like, damn, nigga Wack. It wasn't like he was ducking no combo. They was in the combo the whole time, but it was just like he sat there with him. He was like, you see what I'm saying? It's like this nigga just coming at me to try to get some kind of traction or something. And it was just weird. Because after I watched the first one, I noticed it was a part 2 of, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I watched that second part. And I was like, damn, that nigga did. The first one, I was like, yeah, he kind of shut him up, ran him out the room and everything. But then the second one, it was long. But I'm like, it was a different conversation though.
How you feel about Freddie Gibbs going there in New York, cuz?
I think that shit kind of out of pocket.
I think so too.
Cause you gonna, anything happen to anybody that got some kind of status in entertainment, music, anything, you gonna go through the shit if something happened and it ain't in your favor. Nigga, Jim Jones was deep. You wasn't deep.
Yeah.
Nigga, that could have been anybody. It could have been Hulk Hogan and Macho Man and Brutus the Barber Beefcake together. But if the rest of the goddamn WWF showed up, them niggas was gonna lose, regardless if they was the top 3. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause that's just what happened. The best thing about the situation, nigga, you didn't back down.
Right.
What would the trolls say? So to attack the whole coast, nigga, you finna make it bad for yourself. Nigga, the East Coast turned up right now. New York is turned up right now. So to go and diss them niggas, knowing your ass got to come up through there, bro, to do the breakfast clubs and the sit downs and the walk through, nigga.
What he represent ain't even up there.
Nah, I know that. But I'm saying
that's crazy.
I'm saying like the niggas over there turned up, man. He might not even get into it with one of the niggas he called out. It just might be a young nigga from that section that be like, you know what, nigga, this BX, nigga, what that nigga say about Fat Joe, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? So he create the atmosphere. He don't want that. He don't want that. In New York got too many artists that's in the game. And
the thing is, when he was doing it to Jeezy, it was cool. You see what I'm saying?
He ain't go against he didn't say fuck Atlanta.
No, he didn't.
You see what I'm saying? No. He ain't say nigga fuck Jeezy and them BMF niggas. He kept it him and Jeezy.
Yeah, but I'm saying he did it so long, and now you got a whole another state on your head now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll never know what him and Jeezy's situation really was. You see what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
I know the music game. And sometimes Jeezy was just getting on. So at the time, he probably jumped the gun. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, nigga, I'm a hot artist, but you could be a hot artist and still not be prepared to be a hot CEO with other artists that you could build to be hot.
Right. You trying to figure it out.
Yeah, he still was just getting on. So how can you go take turn, transform your whole team into a level of you? You couldn't do it, especially when you got to focus on your career every day. It's harder to do that. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no telling what he told Gibbs. Like, nigga, next year we gon', nigga, I promise you this, I promise you that. And a nigga stick with you, be loyal with you, bust that gun for you, nigga, throw knuckles for you with his time, nigga, pull a knife, whatever a nigga gotta do, thug it out. Cause he believe in what you saying. We know how this shit go. When a nigga come and niggas be on time like that, rappers do that. They'll thug it out with a nigga and stand behind that nigga for 3 years before that nigga get the proper bag to be like, nigga, I told you when I got that bag, I was gonna make sure you, now you 30 chains and shit up because you kept it loyal. Some niggas ain't gonna make it that long before they be like, you know what, nigga, shit, that promise was last year. I thought that shit was gonna happen today. We don't know what he promised us.
Yeah, you right.
And them promises is enough for you to hate a nigga all the time. When you got kids, shit. What if while you was telling behind this nigga, your baby mamas was like, nigga, you ain't doing this for your kids, but you can't do it because you with this nigga, he paying for everything. He ain't even gave me a check yet.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And you do this for 2 years. That means she was over here talking crazy, sending child support at you, nigga, for 1,000 days. So when a nigga don't come through, you like, nigga, I went through all that.
Man, look.
So it could be like that.
It be like this, cause you already know the game cutthroat and slimy. So if you get a chance to capitalize off the game, go on and do it. Don't be expecting for whoever just put you in position to handicap your ass, cause he liable to cut you off at any time. Niggas do it in the street all the time.
But Gibbs' situation different, because
you right.
When Gibbs got with Jeezy, the internet wasn't the internet. You see what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't go be famous on the internet. Your music had to be on the radio for real. Nigga, we had to see you on Rap City, nigga. We had to see you still on 106 and Park and all this other shit. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't no all this social media shit, so you could do it yourself. So niggas had to run around with the nigga that promised them they was gonna do this for them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had to run around to see if that was gonna be real. Like, you don't gotta run around with a nigga. Once a nigga see you with a rapper now, today, your social media gonna go up just cause you with this nigga every day.
But we seen that happen several times though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So niggas gotta think like that shit could happen to me. Like, this nigga could be capping me down just cause he giving me a chain, a set of car keys and all that. That don't mean he ain't got something in store for my ass. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's a reason. It's a shit. The industry, boy, they know how to finesse that shit, make it look good.
But when you chase something too
Snoop was the hottest nigga in '93 with no mansion and no car. All he had was a death row chain.
That's because
but how it looked back then, it looked like he was living his best life, because that's how the paparazzi had that shit looking in the magazine.
Yeah, but that's how the label was making it look. Like, he was living in the mansion eventually with Death Row, but the mansion was under Suge's name. So
right, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't his.
Yeah. It's like they just was tied to something they ain't know about. But when a nigga take you out the street and you don't know, like, nigga, I'm a street nigga. The first time I ever went to apply for a job, I'm inside of a bank downtown with Dickies and some chucks and a t-shirt on, sitting down with a motherfucker talking about working for them. Nigga, this nigga look out of pocket, out of place. He ain't got no button-up shirt on. He ain't got no tie on. He ain't got nothing. I ain't even know how to dress. I ain't get that job. Somebody had to take me to the store and tell me the type of shit I got to wear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was that flush from the streets. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So everybody don't know how to deal with that type of situation. When you take a nigga that don't know how to do nothing but do what they do, and then you take them, put them in the business world, and be like, here go a little bit of money. Nigga, you 15,000 here, 15,000 next week, 15,000 a week after that. You thinking you getting paper, but really you supposed to be getting 115,000 a week, nigga. He been fucking you. You see what I'm saying? But you went from nothing to that. So to you like, nigga, I'm getting my bread. No, you ain't. You just don't know you ain't. And every artist was involved in that. Not one artist took themselves. Only Master P was like one of the niggas that didn't end up in a situation like that. He opened the gates for people to be something like him in the future He changed the game with that. Everybody else was getting bad deals. That's why nigga, even celebrity entertainers and athletes like Jordan. Jordan was the most famous nigga in his time, but his contracts wasn't nowhere close to LeBron's. LeBron came out of the NBA to a $90 million contract. You know how many years Jordan had to play in the league before they gave him 90 million, nigga? We talking about LeBron coming straight out of high school, Akron school, nigga, and motherfucking came to the league fresh out of high school. Nigga ain't even had no hair on his face, nigga. Jay-Z and them coming to Akron to see him play. 50 Cent, all these all these people. He is first young dude to be at Sports Illustrated. Come to the league, the 90 million and a $15 million shoe deal. We talking about 105 million stepping when you first step on the court. Jordan didn't come to the league with that. He had to play damn near 10 years before he got something that was the equivalent to that.
Oh, they worked it. They got it up out of his ass.
Because Kevin Garnett was the first person that got 100 and anything million in the NBA. He had the biggest contract, nigga. When he came to the league, he had the biggest contract. Like niggas wasn't getting contracts like that. Jordan probably at that time still hadn't got no contract like that. Like that nigga had got like 100 and something million coming out of school. Like Jordan didn't do that. Like Jordan had to play for a long time. His shoes had to get popular. All kind of shit had to play part for him to be who he is. It took a long time for him to get money like that.
Yeah, you gotta think about it. We was saving that nigga posters out of Jet magazines and shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I mean, yeah, good days. Good days.
It's like
man.
most artists gonna go through that when you take them out of a situation. Nigga in the hood holding the gun. He got 1,700, a little pack, a gun. He got some beef in the street too. And then here you come talking about, man, I'm gonna take this 45,000, man. Just come with me, man. And I'm gonna promise you, nigga, you gonna go. He gave you some money. He gave you more money than you had in your hand outside. That alone gonna make you trust his word. Then you go follow this nigga around. Granted, he look out for you, but the things he promised he don't do. And you can't always fault the nigga that's promising, because if he powered by another machine, if the machine he powered by don't do what they supposed to do for him, he ain't gonna be in a position to properly do what he supposed to do for you.
Man, it's like, oh, the thing about it is just, I don't watch so many motherfuckers go through that shit. It's like, I'm already to know what to expect if you ain't got your own bag.
And I feel like you gotta have your own bag when you're doing any of that shit. Because if you don't got your own money to invest in yourself, people gonna bird feed you. The people that's putting up the money for you to do things gonna bird feed you. So if you want to be spoon-fed and bird-fed, go ahead and let other people invest in your dreams. But if you invest in them yourself, you in control of how shit go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of people that want to teach us how to do none of this shit. I had to sit down and learn how to talk on a podcast. I'm pretty sure he had to learn how to do some shit. Nigga, I didn't even know how to hook this shit up when I bought it. You see what I'm saying? I looked at it for like 6 months. Like, yeah, I want to do a podcast. I don't even know where to put this, plug this shit in. I don't know how to do none of this shit. Then I got on the mic and was like, talked a couple times. Like, man, we can't sound like that. You gotta have like some kind of person, you know what I'm saying? Some type of personality and shit. So I sit there and by myself just talking in the mic. No, I don't like that. Like, seriously doing this shit. It's all the work. Invest your own money, though. Be your machine. Fuck that.
Invest your own money. Promote yourself. Market yourself. Nigga, work your move the same way you work for these jobs. Nigga, you present your shit the same way. Every day when you look on Instagram, you see motherfuckers promoting their shit on Instagram. You see they promoting their shit on TikTok. You know what I mean? You see them on Twitter. People all over the place goddamn promoting their shit, doing their independent thing. Everybody just ain't on the job all day and not pushing their damn brand.
No, you can't brand yourself officially if you don't put this shit in their face, man.
For sure.
Who gonna ever want to pay for anything you got if you didn't make it worth something? You know what I'm saying? You got to make this shit worth what it is to make people embrace it. When people don't see nothing going on, ain't nobody gonna just come over. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit. That's why I appreciate like the shit we do. This shit started from nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then we got to here and we constantly progressing and elevating. We can't even really dictate what's gonna happen in the future because shit happens so fast sometimes. We gotta catch up to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just a process. It's just a process, but you gotta be willing to do that shit. We see the results though. When our memories pop back up, we look at shit and be like, damn, I remember we had nothing, nigga. It was regular as hell. Now we look at shit in 4K and like it's just the situation clear. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the growth of it. Like you can grow without having somebody else do the shit for you. You just learn how to do it yourself. Shit, we learned how to do this shit ourselves. Ain't nobody coach us through none of this shit.
Yeah, no.
None of it.
Shit came with all grind, dedication.
That's it. Like, and niggas
yeah.
standing on what the fuck they said they was gonna do, because that's one of the first steps to this shit. A lot of people got the I can't do it thing going on in their mentality. You gotta drop that shit anyway. But when you jump out the window to do something, you always sacrificing something when you jump out the window to do something you really want to do. You might have had a job that you left or anything to go after what you wanted to do. So at this point, that shit can't fail because you left something that kept stability in your life to pursue something else. So at this point, it can't fail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's a lot of people that work jobs that might feel like, I don't want to work no more. But if you ain't ready to jump out there and chase your dreams properly, nigga, keep working. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to have time for this shit.
I mean, you gotta, man, if you don't take time out and work your move on your craft, shit, you ain't gonna never get ahead.
Never will. I just see people go through the most. I see you grind crazy, so shit. Like a lot of people will give you a reason why they ain't do this, and reason that should be an excuse. Especially when you see other people that might have something going on that's a little bit more deeper than what they talking about, and they see it through and still maintain whatever ambition and drive they had to do the other shit they was trying to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you go to sleep 1 o'clock and be up at 4 on Instagram making blogs on station head. Like you wake up on go.
Yeah.
And might gotta go to work in a couple hours. That's dedication though.
Yeah. Damn right.
The average person gonna sleep them extra hours until it's time to go to work. They ain't gonna get up and be like, I gotta do this first. Then I gotta get ready for, like, they ain't gonna do that.
No. Yeah, no.
They ain't able to maintain both.
That's the thing about being independent. That's why I love it. I ain't got no machine behind me. So I already know I gotta promote myself. I gotta keep going. I gotta push. It makes you feel better anyway. At least me. Can't speak for everybody else.
Like, you just gotta keep going, man. That's why I said what I said on Facebook earlier, because our timelines look different now. You know what I'm saying? When you build relationships with people, you see people doing what they doing and how they elevate. And like, there's people on the show we interviewed and we watched them lead the show and go elevate even further. So it's like, when you get to start seeing a bunch of other people get further instead of just be stuck in place all the time, it wake you up to want to keep doing what you're doing because you're on the right track too.
Mm-hmm.
And we just seen a lot of people elevate, so that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Because we watching a lot of people stuck in place. Like, anytime where we from and we in that environment, we see that everybody stuck in place. So to be able to look somewhere and see a whole bunch of people that you know, they standing on what they trying to do, that's elevation, man. influence to you too, because it motivate me to want to go do some shit when I can get on the YouTube and see Fly got something new and it's on a big platform. And I remember this nigga saying, I'm doing it, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And then you see this nigga doing everything he did. So it's like, damn, niggas is standing on what they said they was gonna do.
Yeah, shout out to Lil Flyer. Sharif, I see Sharif
Yeah,
on
so
the
shout out to all of them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to all the little niggas that's out there doing this shit, dog.
Everybody doing their own thing. That's how we end up putting them in our view, because we like the way y'all do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like going, you know what I'm saying? We never know where y'all gonna end up with this shit, because everybody got talent. And most of all, everybody that's been on this show and been interviewed, they got tremendous hustle. Everybody that been on this show, tremendous hustle.
Yeah.
That's one thing everybody that been on this show got. So when you watch these episodes and you watch these interviews, just understand, go to their Instagrams and watch them and follow them. These are shakers and movers in their own lanes, whether they singers, actors, whatever they are, they moving and shaking shit. So just know this like ain't no regular podcast where we just, you know what I'm saying, met a nigga at the corner store and was like, man, cut your mic on at 8 o'clock. No, nigga, these is people that took their time out to sit down with us and tell us what they got going on, because they really got shit going on. And the most important part, they are the ones invested in what they got going on. So you don't just get to watch us, you get to watch a whole bunch of other entrepreneurs that could tell you about business. So understand, and they successful at it, no matter if you think they rich or not, you know what I'm saying? They successful at it, so you can learn a lot from just watching and how they move and just paying attention to what's going on the show.
Yeah. But shit, we about to go on and wrap this shit up. Y'all know what it is on this time for that culture for the streets with me and Mafia. We'll be back with y'all niggas next week. You know what I mean?
You already know. It's time for that culture for the streets.
Gone.